There are many ways that misinformation, disinformation, and fake news can spread. One such way seems so small, but can have serious ramifications. Misquoting or quoting out of context can lead to misrepresentation of public figures, beliefs, and stances. When you quote someone without including the whole story, you can make them look like they believe something they don't. Taking just a small part of what they said can change the meaning and perception around a person or a situation. It can happen on purpose or by mistake. But either way, it causes confusion that can have far-reaching consequences. On today's The Proof, powered by Africa Check, we're looking at a quote attributed to the head of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, about a meeting with Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu that is circulating on Facebook. Welcome to The Proof, powered by Africa Check. I'm Joe Hanson. Welcome back. Many Facebook users in Nigeria have posted a quote attributed to the Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, being the seventh-term Director General of the WTO. Well, she is the first woman, by the way, and the first African to hold the position. She is an economist and twice served as the Finance Minister of Nigeria. On the 8th of August 2023, she met with Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu in the capital, Abuja, to discuss how to reduce poverty in the country. In the supposed quote, Okonjo-Iweala appears to be complaining about being criticized for meeting with Tinubu. It reads, in part, and I quote, "I keep receiving toxic calls and messages regarding my meeting with the president yesterday, and from those I hold in very high esteem. Honestly, I am shocked at the contents of the messages and tone of the callers. Has Nigeria sank this low?" End of quote. Well, the quote started circulating 2 days after the meeting. But why would the meeting have been controversial in the eyes of some? Anyway, joining me now to dig into this is Africa Check, Nigeria's deputy editor, Motorayo Joel. Motorayo, thank you so much for being here and good to have you. Now, where do we start our conversation from today?
Let's start with why the meeting is controversial in the eyes of some Nigerians. This is because of one thing. Tinubu's election victory has been challenged in courts. The meeting would have been seen as a sign that Okonjo-Iweala supported the disputed outcome of the election. Now, President Bola Tinubu's dramatic economic measures have also been blamed by some for making life harder for Nigerians. A meeting with the WTO chief could also have been seen as tacit endorsement of these measures, which include the controversial removal of fuel subsidy.
Is this the first time the WTO director is meeting with the president since the election?
No, this isn't their first meeting. Okonjo-Iweala met with President Bola Tinubu in June when they both attended the Global Pact Summit held in Paris, France. But we can say this is the first time she's visiting him since he assumed office in May.
What were the major points of this discussion which might have led her to being quoted out of context?
I'm speaking with journalists after the meeting. Okonjo-Iweala stated that her visit, which she claimed to be a quiet visit, was not an official WTO mission. She also said the meeting was focused on how to support Nigerians during a time such as this, and that she was there to find out if there are programs that can be set up to reduce the sufferings of Nigerians.
So how did you fact check the message circulating?
On August 9th of August, Okonjo-Iweala posted on Twitter, now rebranded as X, dismissing the quote as fake. She tweeted saying, and I'm going to read exactly what she stated. She said, "It has just been brought to my attention that there is a false statement circulating on WhatsApp attributed to me saying that I'm being attacked for my visit to President Tinubu. That statement circulating is false. in fact, wickedly false, designed to create mischief among Nigerians. Please disregard the statements.
Well, this is a good place to take a break, Motoraya. When we return, we'll look at the verdict and what can be done when someone is misquoted. Welcome back to The Proof. Now, this is The Proof powered by Africa Check. Just before the break, Motoraya Joel, Africa Check Nigeria's deputy editor, was explaining a fact check of a quote attributed to the head of the World Trade Organization about a meeting with Nigeria's current president, Bola Tinubu. Motoraya, we know we have talked about the point of discussion between Okonjo-Iweala and, of course, the president, Bola Tinubu, and how she has debunked the fabricated quote. Now, what's your verdict?
From our investigation, we found out that the quote was fabricated and the WTO director didn't make such a statement. So our verdict is that the message circulating on WhatsApp, on Facebook, is false.
All right, Motoraya, why do people misquote public figures, especially in today's age of rapid information sharing and social media?
Now, people misquote public figures for various reasons. Sometimes it's actually unintentional, which could stem from paraphrasing. Other times it could be a result of bias, where individuals twist quotes to fit their own views. Misquoting can also be deliberate, used to manipulate opinions or spread misinformation.
What are the potential risks that can arise from misquoting individuals, especially public figures, or taking their statements out of context?
Misquoting or quoting out of context can be very harmful, extremely harmful, as it distorts the intended message and can lead to misunderstandings, misinformation, and also damage to the person's reputation. It may spread false narratives, incite controversy, erode trust in accurate reporting or communication. This can have serious, and I mean serious, consequences on public perception of the individual.
In a case where someone is, let's say, misquoted, what can be done to rectify the situation?
When someone is misquoted, they should take steps to address the situation. This may involve providing the accurate context of the original statement, issuing corrections through official channels, like what Okonjo-Iweala did, or even sharing the complete remarks to counteract the quotes, the misquotes, I beg your pardon. But also engaging with journalists, fact checkers, or using social media platforms to clarify the context can also help in setting the record straight and mitigating any potential damage caused by the misquotation.
Thank you, Motoraya, for being here today. Thank you. Well, as we conclude today's episode, we should all know that by being vigilant and using strategies such as verifying your source, checking for more context, confirming from fact checkers, and cross-referencing, we can reduce the chances of falling for misquoted quotes, which could pose harm in our society. We can all follow tips shared weekly on this show and contribute to a more informed and reliable information ecosystem. If you have any comments or claim you want us to fact check, tweet at AfricaCheck_NG or follow News Central on our social media platforms. We are News Central TV. And you can check out our website is www.newscentral.africa. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode. I'll be back again next week for more. I'm Joe Hanson.